Welcome to the Clarity Guest Profile instructional video. In this video, we will cover configuring and using for single booking and guest history. Clarity Hotel Manager has a guest profile module that can be used to build a profile of your guests and to allow you to better manage your guest relationships so that they are more likely to return and to spend more with you. Configuring. To set up the guest profile options, select the guest history option from the parameters menu and then click on the guest profile tab. To best understand the options, click on the field type pull-down box. There are 6 different types of data fields you can add. Each has a different function. So, before you start, you need to have an idea of what guest profile information you want to record. Here, we will configure fields for each type of data as an example. In the field name, we could type in primary reason with no spaces, and in the display label field, type in what was the primary reason for the guest's visit. Choose Select 1 from the pull-down field type and enter the reasons in the data list. These might be relaxation, honeymoon, holiday, conference, family, etc., and should be entered with a comma separating them. If you wish to be able to add additional reasons when using this field, you can tick the optional text box and add a display label. This might be labeled Other, for example. Ticking the merge box means this field's data can be used as a merge field in a document, for instance a confirmation email or letter. Click Save to add fields to the table. You can continue adding fields of different types. You might use a Select Many type of field to record what activities the guest partook in. You might configure a multi-line text field to record the wow factors that a guest talked about, or to record notes about the guest. You might configure a numeric integer field to record a rating by the guest of the restaurant service. These can include negative numbers, but not decimal points. If you wanted a field that recorded, for example, what the guest spent in the restaurant, you could add a numeric float field type. Once you have built your table, you can preview how it will look on a booking by clicking the Show Example button and scrolling down. You can change the way the preview looks by moving fields up and down the order with the green arrow, editing fields with the notepad icon, deleting fields with the X, and you can try out what you are asking in the sample. You can add as many fields of whatever type you want, but you need for this to be practical for your reservation and the reception staff to realistically handle it. Using guest booking. In a guest booking, the guest profile you have configured will be accessible on the Personal tab. You can see the various questions and options displayed to the right-hand side of your screen. To select and enter the appropriate data for the first time for a guest, you simply make the choices, enter the comments, text, or values into the various fields, and if necessary, scroll down to reach the remaining fields. Once your choices are selected, click on Save Personal to update the guest profile. This will save it into the current profile and into the guest history record. If you have more than one guest registered on this booking, you can simply select each of these guests in turn and record guest profile data for each of them. Note that you can record as much or as little of the guest profile information as you want, and you can also edit or update it at any time. Saving the changes updates the guest history. Now, when you print a guest booking, you will see that the personal profile is included. Guest history. By opening a guest history record, you can add or edit any guest profile information on the Personal Details tab that you want. Simply find the record you want, open the Personal tab and select, enter or edit the comments, text or values that you wish. Once complete, simply click Save to update the history record with the new guest profile information. Now, when you open a new booking for that guest, you will see the updated guest profile information displayed on the Guest Profile tab. Guest History Export. In addition to the previous export or reporting filters, Guest History Reports now gives the option of filtering your guest data by any of the guest profile data that you have configured or entered. Now it is easy to find all of your previous guests who, for example, their purpose of stay was an annual holiday and who found you via the internet. This lets you review specific guest lists and, if you want, export them for inclusion into a marketing program by generating a CSV file. Obviously, you can filter by any combination of the various filters to really drill down into your guest database. In summary, the Guest Profile module allows you to capture and use specific information about your guests. The benefit of this is twofold. Firstly, your guests will feel warmly welcomed on a return visit when they are impressed that you remembered their preferences, likes and dislikes, and personal details. Secondly, the module gives you the ability to specifically target guests who have a high likelihood of returning, so that your business increases because of their return visits, and upsell to their preferences. For pricing and licensing of the Guest Profile module, please contact Clarity Hospitality at www.clarityhospitality.com.